Number 1. You can stand in 4 states at once. In the southwestern U.S., there is a unique spot called Four Corners, where the borders of Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and Colorado meet at a single point. This is the only place in the United States where you can physically stand in 4 states at once. The area is located on Native American Navajo land and has become a popular tourist attraction. A large monument marks the exact spot where the 4 states meet, and visitors often challenge themselves by placing a hand or foot in each state while taking photos. Beyond taking pictures, visitors can also explore Navajo culture, buy handcrafted souvenirs, or taste local cuisine. Although it's just an intersection on the map, Four Corners holds a special appeal for geography lovers who want to experience the thrill of traveling through 4 states in just a few seconds. Number 2. Tornado Alley has the most tornadoes in the world. The Tornado Alley region, spanning states like Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa, experiences the highest number of tornadoes in the world. Each year, the U.S. records around 200 tornadoes, with most of them occurring in this region. The main reason for this extreme tornado activity is the unique climate conditions in Tornado Alley. Cold air from Canada moves south and collides with warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, combined with powerful high-altitude winds. This creates the perfect conditions for tornadoes to form. Some of these tornadoes can reach wind speeds of 500 km/h, 310 mph, strong enough to destroy houses and lift cars off the ground. Despite the risks, many people continue to live in Tornado Alley due to its fertile land and economic opportunities. Houses in the region often have underground storm shelters, and an advanced tornado warning system helps reduce casualties. However, each year, hundreds of people lose their homes or even their lives due to these devastating storms. Number 3. A town in Vermont is split between the U.S. and Canada. The town of Derby Line, located in Vermont, is one of the most unique places in the world because it sits directly on the border between the United States and Canada. It shares its territory with Stansted, Quebec, and the international border runs through some streets and even some buildings, creating some truly unusual situations. One of the most iconic landmarks is the Haskell Free Library and Opera House, a building that straddles the border. The main entrance is in the U.S., but the stage and most of the library's bookshelves are in Canada. This means that visitors can stand in one country while reading a book or watching a performance in the other. In the past, residents could move freely between the two sides. However, after the 9/11 attacks, border security became much stricter. Today, some roads are blocked with concrete barriers and monitored by cameras, and people crossing from one side to the other must report to immigration officials. Despite the stricter regulations, Derby Line remains one of the most unique places in North America, where an invisible border separates but does not divide the community. Number 4. Las Vegas is so bright it can be seen from space. Las Vegas is not only famous as Sin City with its casinos and vibrant nightlife, but it is also known as the brightest spot on Earth when viewed from space. Thanks to thousands of massive neon billboards, dazzling LED lights, and numerous 24/7 casinos, Las Vegas shines brightly in the Nevada desert. Astronauts on the International Space Station, ISS, have confirmed that the city outshines any other metropolis in the world. One of the most prominent areas is the Las Vegas Strip, home to giant hotels and casinos like Bellagio, Caesar's Palace, and the Venetian. In particular, the Luxor Sky Beam, located atop the Luxor Pyramid, is the strongest man-made beam of light in the world, shining straight into the sky with an intensity of 42.3 billion candela. On clear nights, this light can be seen from 443 kilometers, 275 miles away. However, the excessive brightness of Las Vegas has led to a significant issue: light pollution. Many astronomers worry that the sky around the city is obscured by artificial light, making it difficult to observe stars and celestial bodies. Nonetheless, this doesn't stop millions of tourists from visiting every year to enjoy the dazzling atmosphere and the city's unique glowing skyline. Number 5. The Everglades in Florida is the only place in the world where alligators and crocodiles coexist. The Everglades is a vast wetland ecosystem in southern Florida, covering about 1.5 million acres. It is not only one of the largest wetlands in the world, but also the only place on the planet where both American alligators and American crocodiles live side by side. The main reason these two reptile species can coexist here is the Everglades' unique climate. It has a subtropical climate with hot, humid summers and mild winters. Ideal conditions for both species to thrive. American alligators are typically found in freshwater environments like rivers, lakes, and swamps, while American crocodiles can live in both freshwater and brackish water. This makes the Everglades a rare meeting point where both species can share the same habitat. Despite living in the same area, they have distinct physical and behavioral differences. Crocodiles have a narrow, pointed snout, which helps them catch fish more efficiently, whereas alligators have a broader, U-shaped snout that allows them to crush prey with greater force. Even though they are both apex predators, they rarely compete with each other due to their different hunting strategies. In addition to these two reptile species, the Everglades is home to hundreds of rare plants and animals, including the Florida panther, river otters, and flamingos. This makes it one of the most unique ecosystems in the United States. Number 6. Only 2 U.S. states don't border any other state: Alaska and Hawaii. Out of the 50 U.S. states, 2 are completely geographically separated from the rest of the country: Alaska and Hawaii. Neither of them shares a land border with any other state, making them unique compared to the mainland. Alaska, the largest U.S. state, is located in the northwestern part of North America and borders Canada to the east. However, it is entirely detached from the rest of the U.S. by thousands of miles. Known for its vast wilderness, cold climate, and rugged terrain, Alaska also has the longest coastline of any state, bordering both the Arctic and Pacific Oceans. Hawaii, on the other hand, is an island chain in the Pacific Ocean, more than 2,300 miles from California. It is the only U.S. state made entirely of volcanic islands and has a tropical climate. Because of its remote location, Hawaii has a unique ecosystem, with many plant and animal species found nowhere else in the world. Both states have significant historical and economic importance. The U.S. purchased Alaska from Russia in 1867 for just $7.2 million, while Hawaii was an independent kingdom before becoming the 50th state in 1959. Despite not bordering any other state, Alaska and Hawaii are popular tourist destinations due to their stunning natural landscapes and rich cultural heritage. Number 7. Maine is closer to Africa than Florida. One surprising geographical fact is that the state of Maine in the northeastern U.S. is actually closer to Africa than Florida, even though Florida is well known for its location along the Atlantic Ocean. The distance from Quoddy Head, the easternmost point of Maine, to the African coast, specifically Morocco, is about 3,150 miles. Meanwhile, the distance from Miami, Florida to Africa is around 3,700 miles. This is due to the shape of the North American continent and the curvature of the Atlantic Ocean. Since Maine is located further north and slightly eastward, it ends up being closer to Africa when measured in a straight line. Even though Maine isn't famous for its beaches like Florida, it has a long, rugged coastline filled with lighthouses, rocky shores, and stunning ocean views. It is also home to Acadia National Park, where Cadillac Mountain offers the first sunrise in the continental U.S. This fact is a great example of how geography can create unexpected distances that defy common assumptions. Number 8. Alaska experiences more earthquakes than any other U.S. state. Alaska is not only the largest U.S. state, but also the most seismically active. On average, Alaska experiences about 24,000 earthquakes per year, more than any other state. The primary reason for this is Alaska's location along the Pacific North American tectonic plate boundary, an area of high geological activity. This region is part of the Ring of Fire, a zone around the Pacific Ocean known for frequent earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. The strongest earthquake ever recorded in Alaska occurred on March 7, 1904. It measured 9.2 on the Richter scale, making it the second most powerful earthquake in world history. The shaking lasted for nearly 4.5 minutes and triggered tsunamis that reached as far as California and Hawaii. Despite the frequent earthquakes, Alaska's low population density helps minimize casualties and damage. However, cities like Anchorage have strict earthquake-resistant building codes to protect residents from potential disasters. Number 9. Time travel between two islands in the US and Russia. In the middle of the Bering Strait, there are two small islands. Big Diomede, owned by Russia, and Little Diomede, owned by the US. Although they are only 2.4 miles, 3.8 kilometers apart, they have a time difference of 21 hours. This is because the International Dateline, IDL, runs between them. This means that when it's Monday on Little Diomede, US, it's already Tuesday on Big Diomede, Russia. During winter, the sea between these two islands freezes, theoretically allowing someone to walk from the US to Russia. However, this is illegal due to immigration restrictions. Number 10. New York City has a larger population than many countries. New York City has a population of around 8.5 million people, more than entire countries such as Switzerland, Israel, or Austria. If it were a country, NYC would rank among the top 100 most populous nations in the world. With over 10,000 people per square kilometer, New York is one of the most densely populated cities globally. Its massive subway system, towering skyscrapers, and crowded streets are a testament to its status as a megacity. The city's diverse immigrant population has shaped its cultural, economic, and artistic landscape, making it one of the world's most influential urban centers.